Families love CaringBridge. It's something, when they're in the hospital, they feel so out of control. When you have a child who's sick, you feel so out of control, and there aren't a whole lot of things you can do. For a lot of the babies on the unit where I work, a lot of parents can't even hold their baby for a long time. And to be able to do something, to be able to create a website where people can go look, means so much to them. It's a really beautiful thing for them to be able to do something for their child.
I know that families use these a lot to communicate to their churches, their faith communities. And so oftentimes when I'm talking with families, I'll encourage them to put things on there, especially when they're saying, you know, we need people to pray about something. It's an easy way to just put it on their CaringBridge website, and people will read right away and know what they need support around. It's also a good way to get all those messages of love and concern from the congregation, from people that they know in their faith community, and people feel really loved and supported when they get those.
If you think of a church community, people won't necessarily be calling you at home or coming to visit you at the hospital, but those are a lot of people who, they are part of your community, who really care about you and who want to support you spiritually, and so CaringBridge is a way that they can do that and let the family know that they are praying for them.
I recommend CaringBridge a lot to the families I meet because I find it to be a very helpful tool for families to cope with what they're dealing with, particularly crisis situation, or they know they're going to be involved for a long time. It's a great support network for them. Particularly fathers, I notice, find it helpful is just to get a break, get away. They can tune in that computer, they can put in an update, they can read the responses they've gotten from family and friends, and it's just a little break time and kind of a healing time, I would say.
Part of the thing as a chaplain I look at is where are they drawing support from, whether it's from their faith and elements of their faith or family, and how do they you know, continually kind of draw, you know, call on that, and that the CaringBridge provides a great source for that support and that strength in the words that people send to them that they can read over and over and over again, and remind themselves of what's around them and the breadth and the, you know, the huge circles that kind of care. It can be a real concrete way of seeing it.
One of the most interesting feedbacks is they are overwhelmed at the amount of support that they have. They are overwhelmed by the number of people who care. There's been a couple of times where people have talked to me about they set up their website, and within a day or two they've gotten 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 hits, and they are blown away. It's also really neat to have somebody say, to pull up this stack of emails that they've printed off from their CaringBridge website and say, these are all the people who love us, these are all the people who care about us.
You get a lot of prayer support going for that family, and so once family and friends, if it's a family that has a faith and prayer is a part of their life and something they want, family and friends go to it, and they let the families know that they are praying for their child. And then they'll pass it on to second cousin, and they may get a church group going in prayer for that child, and it just mushrooms. And that's a very important, very meaningful, very helpful thing.
It can kind of gather in that sense of the wider world and community, whereas a chaplain, obviously I'm aware of that both on a spiritual sense but also on a kind of a real practical sense that people are moved by their story, and creating a place out there to enable those voices to be gathered is good for the people to express them as well as for the family to receive them.
To hear families say, I literally have people around the world praying for us, and I know that because of the post to the website. So, and that happens all the time.
Just as I encourage families to take advantage of this, I would encourage other hospitals to be a part of this and offer this to their families. It's just a powerful, wonderful help. Absolutely.